What up, y'all? It's Marlon, one half of Black Nerd Planet, and I'm just here to say thanks for listening and stopping by and checking us out. If you like what you hear, let us know in the comments and some reviews. If you really like what you hear, if you really want to support, you can go to patreon.com/blacknerdplanet and subscribe at the dollar level, and you can get the show a couple days early, or you can submit topics or stuff that you might want to hear us talk about. Thanks. Enough of that sentimental stuff. Now on to the show.
Hello, everybody. This is Black Nerd Planet. I'm Jordan Carmichael.
Marlon Holloway.
Marlon made a weird grunt sound
because I was not ready.
Had to jump in. You gotta jump in the pool, man.
Not ready.
You gotta get wet out here, man. Why do I do this? I tell myself every week I'm not gonna laugh within the first 10 seconds of recording, and it never works. Well, since I keep lying to myself and the people.
You just gotta, you just gotta start off small. You gotta say it first. You gotta say, okay, no little giggles in the first 30 seconds.
Like, what is it, like smoking or something?
Yeah,
you gotta
man,
cut
you gotta
down
step
by
by
the
step,
pack.
man. Step by step, man. You can't just. I mean, some people can just cold turkey that shit, but sometimes you need that.
Sometimes
you
it
need
don't
that
work
12-step
that way.
program, man. Sometimes you need that group therapy.
I was thinking the other day, not that I've ever really wanted to smoke cigarettes, but I've also been like, everybody has stressful times. And I'm like, the only thing that really probably keeps me away from even considering it is one, because they smell bad. Well, it's two things. They smell bad, and it costs too damn much.
Bruh, cigarettes is high as hell. When
Like,
we was in California, they was like $9.
$9.
Dad was paying like $8.50 for a pack of cigarettes.
How long has he been smoking?
Man, I don't know, for a while, on and off. Like,
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna quit, man. Damn.
He stopped for a minute, and I don't even remember how old I was at the time.
Yeah.
But then, when you do stuff like that, then you be like, okay, I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes, and then you move on to another thing like non-menthol cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he was back around on cigarettes. So he just came back full circle on them.
Cigarettes is crazy because you even remember back in the day, and they, somewhere along the line, it might have been them truth campaigns or something. But remember back in the 90s when they really was still pumping out cigarettes like they was cool with the Camel and stuff.
Man,
and then about 05 they got that out of here, man.
Man, cigarettes, boy.
But what's funny is everybody does vape smoke now. But you don't really see promotion for that on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
You just see a whole bunch of random hipster vape shops popping up everywhere with weird crafty names.
Which that shit is still cigarettes.
Exactly.
By the way. Don't
just because it's in a cool tube now.
In a machine.
Yeah.
That's a little machine in your hand.
In your fucking breathalyzer or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just trifling.
Definitely still cigarettes on them.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I didn't I don't mind a vape if it's because they make the little juice for it without tobacco, because then it's like hookah or whatever. But it's just, even on hookah got tobacco too. But it's a cool little, I don't know, something.
What is it, a sandwich?
That's what it do, man. That's the point of it. If you ask cigarette people, they'll be like, yeah, it's just for the little, just a little.
Nah, man, it's just all bad. And I know some die more quicker than others and all that stuff, but it's all tobacco in a weird paper with the orange filter thing that probably doesn't do anything but make it worse.
Yeah, man, tobacco is crazy.
Or
man.
people, I gotta recharge my vape. Like, what? You gotta put your phone next to your face.
Bruh, that shit crazy. That's a crazy lifestyle, man. But it's just funny because everything advances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't really think about technological advances turning cigarettes from actual paper cigarettes to a cartridge in a machine.
That's wild. But enough about the vape smoke. What have you been getting out here in your world over this last week? Anything of note?
I just been making a lot of progress on not even a lot, but I feel like I've been moving through the worlds. I mean, not the worlds, but
the levels.
The bosses on Cuphead or some of the.
What world are you on now?
I'm still on the second one. Yeah, I ain't made.
Them boys is tough.
Yeah, I haven't made it out of there, but I just been playing that all day. And Mario Party, actually, I've been playing a lot of group Mario Party.
Oh yeah, how's that been going?
It's fun. It's actually fun. We was playing it. I don't know, last weekend. Nah, this was during the week because we was playing it for a while. But it was cool because we had enough controllers. We had enough Joy-Cons, so we actually was playing with like 4 people and shit, so it was a good time.
I haven't done 4 people yet. I played with my kids a little bit, so 3 people.
Yeah.
But they was kind of, it wasn't even like they were, I don't know, it's hard to play games with them, but just for whatever reason, and I'm not one to try to teach too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've only played Mario Party literally probably no more than 5 times. I don't know how much you've played over the course of it being out.
Well, in the beginning, I didn't start playing it till recently. Like we was playing it on the plane and stuff when we was going to California or whatever, going to Phoenix or wherever we was going. We was playing it, and cause the way that the turns work, they tell you how much time it'll take for you to finish a certain amount of turns. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool for actually like taking up a block of time. Like
I haven't done the, because I think you're talking about the boards or whatever, the party boards. I haven't even done though.
I just play like mini games.
Yeah.
We just been doing like we do like the partner play or whatever, and it's teams 2-on-2 basically or whatever. Yeah,
I had heard some other people talking about on IGN, people talking about Mario Party and how it's really not, after a while, like there's not enough boards on there and stuff. Which I've never even played Mario Party really until this one. I maybe like back on like 64 maybe, but even then it was like a Blockbuster rental or something. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, that's one of those games though that you really do actually need multiple people to actually have a good time. Yeah, or you just kind of be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, it's not like Smash Bros where you can get by yourself.
You can fight the computer and stuff. Yeah, it's cool though. It's a good little time.
You been watching any TV or anything?
Yeah, I did start watching that Euphoria show.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, and then I started watching the Twilight Zone. Started a free trial on CBS.
Oh man, so another one of them streaming services.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna stick around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to watch.
I'm just here for this, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch however much I can watch in this 7 days or however long they give you. And then once that's it, I'm gonna turn it off.
Yeah, I was curious of watching Twilight Zone, the new one, but yeah, then it was CBS All Access only. Yeah. I'm like, well,
not doing it. Yeah, that's how I felt too.
I'm out.
But yeah, they did a little free trial, so started watching that.
Well, before you keep, are you a fan of the old Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I watched. I love Twilight Zone, black and white. That's the only black and white I watch.
Yeah.
I don't watch no kind of black and white TV.
You don't watch Andy Griffith, man?
No,
damn.
No.
Come on,
big
man.
hell. No.
Come on,
no,
man.
Sorry,
there's some things that you could just.
I know that I can whistle the stupid ass theme song, but I didn't watch that shit. No. The only thing that I watched like similar to that as a kid, I seen like Little House on the Prairie. Because it came on in the mornings before I went to school, and my mom liked that show, so I would see that while I'm waiting on the bus to come or whatever, that kind of thing. But other than that, no, thank you.
Oh shoot!
And then what else? Because I did watch something else since last time we recorded. Oh, Red Skull. finished season 2 of Let's Go too.
Man, I haven't got on that yet.
I watched that up too. Yeah, it
was it better than the first season?
Was it better than? I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was. I don't know. I think I like both seasons. I guess.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's one of those shows. I don't think it's necessarily better than, or the first season was just so, you know what I'm saying? It was just a good show in general.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm just here to see what happens next.
I didn't even watch the last couple of the first season. For whatever reason. I guess I should do that at some point.
I mean, yeah, toward the end, they get kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just definitely one of those shows that you kind of trail off towards the end. But it was cool, though.
Yeah. That's cool.
But that's about it. Playing Grand Theft Auto again.
Again.
A couple missions on Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that's about it. What you been up to, though?
What have I been up to? That's a good question. I've been playing a lot of Apex. Well, I guess you can say a lot of Apex. I've been playing ranked. I been playing with the boys, Adam and Matt. So they're like platinum ranked now on Apex, which is what I think that's the 4th tier. It's because it's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, then diamond, and then predator, I believe. And, you know, obviously ranked stuff, it gets harder and harder. And I'm only on silver level now, like silver 3, whatever the hell it's called. So, you know, anybody that plays Battle Royale understands, you know, you gotta survive. But then in ranked, it turns into a more, I mean, obviously it's gonna get more competitive. But then it gets to a point where even like when I got on the chat with them, they're like, all right, we're about to play like bitches. So just be prepared because it's going to be, it gets to way more camping and stuff because everybody else is.
Yeah, you kind of have to though.
Because, you know, on there it's all about the, you know, getting top 10 or top 5 and because like top 10 is like a certain amount of points and top 5 is more and then like top 3 is more. Obviously getting number 1 is more. Then like every kill is a point. And you lose points when you get to higher ranks for playing a game. So you have to like balance it out. And obviously if you keep losing points, then it, you know, can become discouraging. But I haven't got to that point yet. But it's definitely a thing on ranked where you don't want to play with randoms as much as possible.
Yeah.
If you can avoid it, because that one person that's not trying to be on the same plane is just going to mess it up for everybody. But it's funny because, you know, Matt and Adam are way better than me. And like there was 2 games this past Saturday where I'm just like I'm down for whatever the hell reason I'm down like usual. And then Adam goes down and then Matt just freaking like won versus everybody, like wins like 2 games.
That shit's so crazy, man.
Like he was like, and you know he had to camp for a while because you know it was still like a good amount of squads left. But like when it got to like the last 3, and he's like strategically moving around, and I like got off the thing to do something. I came back and I'm thinking like, you know, he might be able to catch him. I look, I see the damn champion banner. I'm just like, man, what the fuck is going on, man? He just like savages it out in the last bit.
That's crazy.
And you know, on there, because it's not like you have to have a lot of kills to win. You just have to have the couple that matter.
Yeah, last like 3.
Yeah, so that would be what happened too. He get like 2-3 kills in the end, and it be the ones he needs. It's like, man, well, thanks for carrying me to victory.
I'm salty because I had a match like that, but I was playing with a rando, and it was just me and him.
Oh, man.
And we was actually doing pretty good. We had about 7 kills between the 2 of us. And then I had got knocked, and there was another team, like 2 other teams that had pulled up where I got knocked at, and they was fighting. So dude had to run, but the whole time the other teams was fighting, he was hiding, and then he let them finish out their battle and heal up, and then he like tried to rush them, and I'm like, bro, you just literally sat here and watched them heal up. Like, you know that all the time you spend hiding behind this rock, they was over there healing up, and it was only 2 teams over there. So you know what I'm saying? I was so salty because I'm like, nigga, you lost us that. I mean, of course I'm saying that because I'm dead, but like he could have easily grabbed my little death box.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nowhere to go. But so don't get that fine. But then at least go fight.
Yeah, he just sitting there.
And then once he ran out to fight, they obviously jumped him and murdered him. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times camping just gets you into trouble.
Yeah, it really do. Especially like if you, like you said, if you're not playing in a ranked match where everybody is doing it, and you sit there and you waiting for people to get done fighting or whatever, and then you end up in a weird spot.
They getting better loot.
Exactly. They picking up whatever the other team had and healing up and starting fresh now, and you out here with the little P2020 you have from the beginning of the match and shit.
And that's probably the worst thing on Apex is like everybody does it. Like, man, he one hit, man. You didn't even one shot.
Yeah.
And it'll never be one shot because they either like wasn't one shot or you missed or they healed up just in time.
Yep.
It's the worst, man. What else have I been doing game wise? I played a little more Nitro Kart. Crashing racing, whatever, but not a lot. It kind of, cause I mean it's fine, but it's still just like I haven't been in the mood to play it.
Yeah,
I did go and had like a moment the other day when I was talking about it, and I was just like, man, I don't have Pokemon White version 2 because I just never got it because I was like I already got the other ones, so I was like, man, I need to find that. And going online, like to find like a sealed copy of White version 2 is like $100 at least. So I'm like, fuck. Yeah, so I was like, the only thing I can do is like go get a used copy, which I don't like doing, but like this is the cheapest way. Yeah. So first I was gonna go to.
Before you, my fault, cut you off, but before you continue, why did you want it to be fresh out the box? Because you don't want to have to delete somebody's stuff and stuff.
Well, that and just all my Pokemon games I've had fresh, brand new. Yeah. And the only time I've like traded them or gave them up is like when I sold you Omega Ruby. Yeah. Because I was like trying to get you in it. And I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna play it anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean that was a long time ago now.
Yeah.
You know, thinking back about it, that was like 2015 and shit. So
like, come on, man.
Even the fact that the fact that you wanted to. I mean, that you thinking about it now means. I mean, you know, obviously, you know that's the one that you like, but that was, you know, 4 years ago now. So it's like that's reasonable enough time to. I mean, you know what I'm saying? To be like, okay, I sold it, and then 4 years later, I wanted it. And it'd be different if it was like it's like 6 months down the line. Like, damn.
Yeah. Because I end up looking at GameStop and they had it like used for like $35 or whatever, White 2. But there's only one spot that has it in our area up in freaking Carmel. So I was gonna go up there, but I'm like, nah. I kept debating because it was like a 30-minute drive, and I'm like, I really don't need it. But then I was like, you know what? There's all these other reused game stores like Exchange and Disc Replay. So I ended up going to the new Exchange that's down the street from us. And they had it. Well, what happened was, and I'm like, man, come on, this is where customer service was fine, but employees not doing their job the first time almost messed it up for me, because they had White version 2 just labeled as the regular White. So when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't got it. And the girl working was like, well, we can look at the other stores. And I'm like, all right. And then the dude come back and he like looks and he's like, oh yeah, we do have it. It's just labeled wrong. I'm like, well, come on, man. Yeah. Like, you messing up everybody's day right now.
That was about to be a whole. You was about to have to drive because you said you went to one. It's one out here now on the east side.
Yeah, out right close by the Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
And like across the street where Popeyes is.
Oh, okay, over there by Penn Station and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have to go all the way out to Castleton.
Exactly, or Briar Ripple or something.
Yeah, that's at least 20 minutes either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, what was I about? Oh yeah, so you had White version 1?
Yeah, I had Black 1 and 2, and I had White 1.
Oh, okay.
And then what happened was, I ended up getting Omega Ruby again from Target. Online it was saying it was 40, and like everywhere else it was like $38, $40. But when I went to Target, it was on sale for like 32. So I'm like, cool.
No, yeah, nice.
So I got
sale.
that.
Need them sales.
So I done cracked open that White 2, and I remember why I like it so much, that Gen 5. But then I was like, man, I forgot how damn hard this first boss battle is. I don't know if you remember or not.
Man, I don't know, cause I did just play Black 2, or I I replayed it recently, but it was still not even that long. I mean, not even that recent.
Yeah.
So now I have to get on there to even be like, huh?
Yeah, because for anybody that doesn't remember that played it, the first gym leader is he's a normal type trainer, Sharon or whatever. And I have even forgot that the first gym was in your town, like your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, man, I really ain't played this in a minute. But on that one, you can get like Riolu, which is fighting type, like pretty early, but it's rare. But then it's like it doesn't even really learn a good fighting move until like level 15. So I'm like, okay, so I'm like grinding all these levels and crap because before I even caught Riolu, I kept going in there getting whooped because he freaking uses the workup move that like charges up each time and then it gets attacked. And all my Pokemon weren't doing enough damage to like circumvent the process. And then it was just a whole bunch of BS. So I'm like, dude, I ain't never had this much trouble on the first gym.
That's crazy.
And I remember like Black and White was like when difficulty kind of went up in the games a bit. At least seemingly to me. But I'm like, good grief, I finally got through it. But it still wasn't easy once I got Riolu kind of leveled up and all this other crap. But I was just glad I got out of there. One thing I do hate is that I was playing it when I was tired, so I kind of was dozing off. So, you know, the game counter keeps going. It's like my time spent on the game is like inaccurate. And it's like bothering the hell out of me because it says like 5 hours when it really should be only like 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it! Like,
Just turn it off, boy.
I'm pretty hype about playing a mug again.
Yeah, it's funny that you just got in the mode or in the mood to want to play Pokemon again because my buddy Lamont, he just got a DS not too long ago, maybe last month or so.
Yeah.
He got a new 2DS. And he picked up Moon or Sun. I don't know which one
of
he
them.
got. Yeah. And he's like talking about it, and I'm like, man, wow, man, oh my gosh, this mug is so tight. These trials, and it's just funny, like, 'cause I'm like, yeah, bro, I told you, get a DS a long time ago.
Yeah,
I've been saying
it's always funny how that works.
Cause now I'm like, nigga, you gotta go back and play X and Y. You gotta play Black and White. You need Omega Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
You like 5 games behind at this point.
Would you recommend somebody? Well, I'm gonna say this before I go into that. Finishing off me getting the game from Exchange. The one girl that like sold it to her helped me find it. She was like she a Pokemon fan too, I guess. And she was like, "You excited for the new ones coming out?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Like I got it on my arm,
Right.
tattoos and stuff. And then I was like, man, why the hell didn't I plug the podcast to this girl? Like, just tripping. By the time I thought about it, it was like an awkward, like, I'm already walking out. I'm not about to come back in and be like, oh, yeah, I got a podcast where we talk about Pokemon a good amount.
It's just weird because, like, it's that level of, like, respect that you have for general conversation that you don't just want to
plugging stuff,
walking commercial. It's just weird because it's like okay, so you got a podcast. Wow, you think you're doing something? Like, you think you're cool? Like, nah, bro, I just am trying to share. You say you
cares
like
about that?
Exactly.
I'm gonna hear you talk.
It's just weird. It's just a weird like exchange that you have to have with somebody to be like, okay. We talking about this thing we both are interested in. Here's a place where you can go for that.
Do you, in terms of like recommending a Pokemon game to somebody, and only the 3D versions I'm really talking about, which one would you recommend more? Would you recommend the Omegas, the X and Y, or the Sun and Moons? Or even the Ultra Sun and Moons, I guess.
That's interesting. Because I had a good time playing X. I think that's what I got, X.
Yeah.
So I had a good time playing X and Y. I mean, have a good time playing them all. But I think as far as like memories, like being like, which one of these did I have more fun on? I think I would say play X. And then just go in order really from the 3D versions. Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel about it, because X and Y was the first 3DS time for Pokemon, so you could kind of tell. But then the only thing I have about Sun and Moon that I don't really like is just the fact that it felt like they just always told you where to go, even though it's like you can figure it out. But for some reason it was like it was part of the game was them holding your hand.
Yeah.
But they made it a little annoying.
You talking about on Sun and Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get through the game. Even like, cause they're not actually like telling you the stuff, but the ways for you to do stuff and move around and get to one place, get from one place to another, it's a lot more easy for you to just go. I mean, they give you the Pokemon that can fly each time, or that can take you through areas that you wouldn't be able to get through without Pokemon or whatever.
Now that's the best. That's top 3 of the best things about Sun and Moon is the ride Pokemon and getting rid of HMs, which anybody that plays Pokemon knows HMs is like top 3 worst things next to going through a Zubat cave.
Man, it's so annoying, man. You can't get rid of them. You gotta have it. And then it's
the
like
case of the Zubats.
And the moves, like, for a while weren't even like strong. It took them a while to get to where, like, if you hit somebody with Surf, it was actually doing a significant amount of damage. But should just take a space or like cut. You just had to teach that to somebody. Yeah, and it was like, damn, like, I need these know moves, how to do this, man. Yeah, alone. Man, fucking swipe your arm, man. What you talking about right now, bro?
Rock smash, just hit it,
punch it, like literally, just punch it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Standing there looking at you.
Come on.
Command not valid.
But I think and you know, people might be also asking, well, if you already had the other Pokemon games, why would you want to get that one? Well, it's because I collect things and I just need them all. I mean, basically.
You know, shit, that's part of it. You know what I mean? They don't like the difference between each game. I mean, there is a difference between Black and White 2. Every time. It don't matter if you're black or white. So it's like there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't particularly care most of the times now. Shit, I can just trade if it's a Pokemon exclusive to one game or the other, then I just get with you. We link up and trade or whatever. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter to me.
Hey man, I got this Sandshrew, bro.
And I'm not as big of a collector
got one of them Charmanders,
as you in terms of that. So it's like shit, you know, to each his own, man.
Nah, man, it's Jigglypuff over here though, bro. It seem crazy.
Don't be just sending me no little bullshit either, man. You're like, yo, I caught that Pokemon for you that you need. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, I got
this Caterpie.
Fucking Meowth.
Like, bro, man, get out of here.
Yeah, man, that's what was funny because, you know, like I said, my buddy had just got it. He was like, man, I'm fighting this trial, man. This Meowth, man. And I'm like, nigga, Meowth? What? You actually trying to fight with this nigga Meowth? Come on, man.
Get that dude out of here.
This nigga is hardly even good for scheming and plotting, man, let alone actually fighting somebody. That shit crazy.
Yo,
man.
get this dude out of here.
Said Meowth. I'm like, boy, what?
Especially a Lolan Meowth. Yo, get that ugly Garfield knockoff out of here, man. It's crazy.
Like, yo, dog, you legit, you a trooper, man. You running around here with a Meowth, man.
Got her straight clowning.
You got that anime getting in your system. Which, before we go on, speaking of anime, I just want to put this on the record because I feel bad about myself. Because I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the show and, like, discussed it. Season 3 of Academia. I didn't watch all of it. And
what a fraud.
I'm like, damn, what am I doing, man? What a sucker, man.
It just means you get to experience it a little fresh, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, because I am watching it, and it's definitely the same, like, intensity that I was feeling before about watching it and being like, yes.
This is crazy.
Exactly.
This is so cool.
I'm watching Midoriya kick and stuff now.
Yeah, he said, oh, man, I got legs. Oh my God.
Hold on, so you telling me if I jump and throw my leg, it works the same way?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, and there's so many, you know, because there's so many characters and everybody got ultimate moves now, and I'm just like, damn, I didn't see none of this. And even which I can't think of his name, little sticky head dude. even he was out there.
Sticky head. Oh, Minato.
Yeah, even he was out there trying to do a little something, trying to have a little. Because before he was just like titties. He was out there with
creep
on the little licensing exam or whatever.
Yeah,
which I had went back and looked and seen that everybody has birthdays. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
so it was like, damn, it makes sense because Midori Deku is a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's
funny.
Such a crybaby and shit.
That's your guy.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know,
but yes.
What's funny about like anime, and I don't understand why American cartoons don't do it, is those in between title cards off of commercials.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I don't understand why we never.
Nobody else. Yeah, we need that. We need that information. We need those stats, man. We need a stat sheet. We appreciate a stat sheet.
Because even like Dragon Ball would have like the cool little like Roshi doing something or Goku flipping the pole. Like regular American cartoons never do that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah,
but yeah, I do like how Academia does give you like birthday and like he likes pizza.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was like,
man.
damn, that's why he always crying all the damn time.
Yeah.
Damn crying. Shut up. He always crying. Even if it's happy tears, man, he always crying, boy.
Oh, Deku.
Yeah, but it's cool though. And I'm like remembering which people I like and why I like them and shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
Now,
all about it.
We did talk about, well, you did mention you started watching Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
I know I hyped it up a lot last week.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about it so far? Did you watch because episode 5 was out now?
No, I haven't watched that
not
yet.
5,
6.
6.
From yesterday. It's yesterday to us,
this
but
past Sunday.
it won't be yesterday to y'all. But yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I was gonna watch it when I got home from work, but shit, I didn't get home from work till like 5 o'clock, and then it was actually it was like 5:30, and then pulling up time for recording and shit. So I'm gonna watch that when I get to the crib later on tonight.
Episode 6 definitely grinded my gears in like a good and bad ways. It's hard to explain. I can't spoil it, but it definitely just like characters doing stuff.
So to not spoil, I just talk about like how I felt about the show versus how you was hyping it up. And I mean, it's not disappointing. I'm not disappointed in it at all. And I don't think that you overhyped it, or you know what I'm saying. It was like, man, this is crazy for no reason.
Jordan tripping.
Yeah, I watched the show a couple years ago called Nurse Jackie. I don't know if you ever heard about that show or not. But it's basically
Nurse Joy.
Yeah, it's basically the same concept. Nurse Jackie, she's a nurse and she got a little crew, but she's a drug addict, and she's just on what Rue is on basically, but from a position where she can kind of score her own narcotics and stuff. But what's really impactful to me are those scenes where she like the one where she was in the bathroom and Lexi came in there and knocked on the door and she threw the shit in the trash and she was like, nigga, you should have said it was you first. Yeah, because she didn't say her name, she just knocked. And those scenes always get to me because they be like, man, fuck you, man, we not friends. I hate your guts. we was only friends when I was not doing drugs, okay? Get out. And it's like, damn, yo, that's
tough, man.
Like, then, because then there was that other scene where she was knocking on Faz's cold door, and she was like, man, fuck you, Faz. And there's some scenes where they just be like fucked up, and they just be so messed up that they just like, man, fuck everybody. Man, it's those scenes that always get me the most, because they be saying hurtful shit, man.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm talking shit about Deku, but on the inside, I be crying. I'm very emotional also, so I be like, man, why you say that, man? Oh, that was not even nice, man.
Oh, man.
I was just checking on you. But that show is tight, though. I like it. I not even been, like, saying something to other people. And like, yo, you need to check this out.
It's definitely a show, like, to see other people's, like, levels of, like, interest, I guess, or just seeing how people perspective on it, because Euphoria is definitely like, it starts off and it's kind of like, where is this going? And then it's like, okay, teenagers doing drugs and partying and stuff, I've kind of seen this before. But then when it gets into the like levels of like showing all the characters and what they mean to the plot, or just in society as like a general, like this is what this type of person deals with, or this type of parent is doing this, and you know what I'm saying, I like how this isn't spoiled. Like I said, like every episode is like this person's background first, and then it goes into like the plot revolving around, you know, that person and everybody. Because
it's also kind of like academia, where it's not just about the main character. Yeah. Like it is, and that's the story.
Yeah, because Rue narrates a good portion of what's going on, Zendaya's character.
Yeah. But it's just like everybody else has screen time and background information, and you get to know each character equally as if they were the main character for specific episodes or whatever. So yeah, that's cool. I actually like that show.
Yeah, I definitely want to do like a full recap on it, because there's only 2 episodes left. So 8 episode season. They did renew it for season 2. Whenever that's gonna come out, probably next summer or something. So that's interesting. Just the whole concept as a whole. You know, like I was saying, I don't really watch a lot of just like weekly TV as much. Besides like Andy Mack, which is no longer about to be coming on, which I'm salty about. But whatever, I'll get over it. But yeah, man, it's dope. If anybody has HBO or access to a way to watch HBO things, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's a good
Definitely,
show.
If you got kids that are under the age of like 18, 17, you probably shouldn't be watching it. But
yeah, for sure.
Even though it's about high school stuff, it's not kid friendly.
No, it's not for kids that aren't in high school.
Like, good grief. But
only kids in high school that, like, right now, today, are really even going to be able to relate.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, children.
Certain things. It definitely just enlightens certain people on different stuff, which is the point. Which a lot of shows try to do, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, man. I don't think I got anything else, though, man.
Not about that, or not about random what you've been up to, top of the show shit.
Nah. So on that note,
let's get it cracking.
If anybody's alive on the circuit of paying attention to San Diego Comic-Con or just Marvel news in general, Marvel Cinematic Universe news, San Diego Comic-Con did happen this past weekend, and it came out with a lot of Marvel news. This was a lot of people knew, you know, a lot of the movies that are coming out in the future for Phase 4 of the Marvel Universe, you know, Avengers, all that crap. But well, Avengers isn't coming out, but they did do a full reveal at the Hall H panel, which I've been in the Hall H once or twice, I think. It's tough to get in because you got to wait like all day to get in that shit. People camping out through the morning. They used to do like all night. I don't know if they did all night on this last year, but point of the story is Disney Marvel came out Hall H, showed their lineup for Phase 4 for the MCU, which, you know, we've talked a good deal about Disney Plus coming out this end of this year, November, October, something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, Marvel stuff is going to be on there, which one of the keynotes that they took from all of this is that Phase 4 is only going to consist of 2 years. So 2020 to 2021.
That's
so
cool.
We're getting out the rest of this year without any more new Marvel like CU stuff.
Sometimes you gotta take a break, man.
Yeah, it's definitely funny having some in between now. And it's really gonna be in between until May 1st of next year, because the first thing that's gonna be coming out in this new Phase 4 is gonna be the Black Widow movie, which was confirmed to be set in between set in between Civil War and Infinity War. And it's gonna deal with like the Budapest stuff that like Black Widow talks about, and like all the like missions they kind of just hint at. So a lot of people are thinking it was gonna be like a prequel, which, you know, we might get like little flashback scenes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is confirmed that Taskmaster is the villain in there, and David Harbour from, you know, Stranger Things and Hellboy, he's in there as Red Widow or something. I can't remember the name. I'm damn near stupid about it. But he's confirmed to be in the movie with Scarlett and them. They haven't said who Taskmaster is yet, though. There was a cool like graphic that came out, like key art for it that showed Black Widow fighting Taskmaster. Like it's like real detail, like art thing, not like an actual photo, but like a painting or whatever, digital painting. It's pretty tight. So yeah, that's the first one that comes out May 1st next year, and then they're kicking off in the fall of 2020 with Falcon and Winter Soldier, which was also another like rumored thing, I guess. It's gonna be on Disney Plus as a series, so it's all these shows that like really start that off is that the regular actors from the movies are gonna be in these shows. So it's not gonna be like John Doe playing Captain Falcon and John Smith playing Winter Soldier or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool though. I'm excited about that show, even though I don't care about Captain America, or Falcon, whatever. But yeah, I think that's cool, or even just the way that it's all about to be set up.
Which, this is one of those things where, like you say, you don't really care about those characters as much, but they're betting on, one, these characters from the movies, and two, they're betting on people getting Disney Plus for various reasons and being like, oh, well, let's just check this out, like anything else on a streaming app.
And it is, like, tying into, like you said, the cinematic universe. So
all
it's not just like random shows that are just
that
like,
don't matter.
Even if it was the characters and they was just like random, you know what I'm saying? Just some random missions or whatever. It's got to do with what's going on and
what's happened before and going forward.
So that's tight too. So that's another reason why it almost just kind of makes you want to, check it out just for the fact that it's connected.
It's just like I was telling people, like Captain Marvel and stuff, then nobody care about that until now. It's like, oh, well, Captain Marvel was cool, and then it worked out, whatever. We'll see how Black Widow kind of plays out, because it's not it's in between on what's already happened. So, are they gonna even attempt to act like she's coming back or anything like that? Since spoiler alert, Black Widow's dead. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. It's curious that they're waiting to do her movie late. Later than everybody else's that was in the original, phases and stuff. But we'll see. November 6, 2020, The Eternals comes out, which is starring Angelina Jolie. What's the dude name from Paperboy from Atlanta. Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know.
Where's the dang? I need to pull that article up as I'm being silly about it. But yeah, Eternals is coming out. I don't even know anything about that group, honestly.
I just know that they're supposed to be like deities. That's all I really kind of know.
Yeah, and it's a pretty diverse cast though. Looking at the seeing like the pictures and everything. I'm trying to find where the dang cast is. Besides her and dude, I can't think of his name. But also Shang-Chi is the next one, but that's not till February 12th, 2021. And that's starring Simu Liu, I believe is how you say his name. And which was funny because I didn't know that he, like 5 years ago or something like that, on Twitter, he was like talking to Marvel guys. And he was like, oh, what would, how about getting an Asian American hero in there, da-da-da-da. And then now he's playing Shang-Chi and stuff. So I'm like, that's pretty dope.
His name is Brian Tyree Henry.
You talking about
Al?
Okay. Yeah. Brian Tyree. Okay. I was about to say, wait a minute, what are we talking about here now? I was like, that's not who I'm talking about. Right
nah, but yeah, that's tight though that he was saying that, and then it's like here now.
Yeah, man, it's funny how that happens. Okay, so yeah, in the Eternals, Angelina Jolie as Thana, Ma Dong-suk as Forgotten One, Richard Madden as Icarus, Kumail Nanjiani, I don't know what character he is because it don't say, Selma Hayek as Ajax, and yeah, Brian Tyree Henry. I hate when everybody who use three names. It's Fastos.
You gotta have it for the Screen Actors Guild shit. You gotta, names niggas be the same people.
Yeah, that's true.
So you gotta throw that in there to be like, no, I'm Brian Tyree. That Brian Henry from Alabama is a damn trucker.
That's a fool.
Man,
a damn lie.
He done try to get my credit card information. Try to use my insurance.
Oh, mail fraud. Lauren Ridloff is Makari and Leah McHugh hue is Sprite. Like I said, I don't know nothing about Eternals, so I'm not gonna act like I do. But this is another one of the cases where, like Guardians, and people are like, I don't know them at all, and then it's gonna turn into something. And like I said, this is a pretty diverse cast, so that's gonna also be pretty dope for people that aren't haters. Yeah, Shang-Chi is coming out 2021 with Simu Liu. He's in a show called Kim's Convenience, but I'm not sure if that. I think it's like on Netflix, maybe. Like on it. It's on Netflix, baby.
Yeah, man. I gotta share. No, because he's trying to look up this.
Look up
he was
this
trying to look up Sims, but he typed in Sims Lou. So like a bunch of pictures of people making Lucy Lou on this Sims photo.
The internet's a scary
it's
place.
So funny, man. How far away you get from the stuff that you're looking for off of one letter.
Good grief, man.
But anyway, sorry, I just had to share. That was funny.
Yeah, Simu Liu is from it's called Kim's Convenience. And that's a show that's been on for a while, but I don't know where you would watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of that before.
But yeah, he's gonna be Shang-Chi. They also confirmed though that the Mandarin is gonna actually be in this one instead of the false one.
P. Jones from Iron Man.
Yeah, because the full title is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is where Mandarin comes from. Then
this is my favorite part of the timeline so far.
Then WandaVision, which is starring freaking Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Olsen.
Spring 2021, and they say that she's supposed to be in that, and she's supposed to be in the Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, which is May 7th, 2021, which is gonna have Cumberbatch and all them back. And then they're going to have Loki Spring 2021 show on Disney Plus with Tom Hiddleston. The What If series is going to be the cartoon show that was rumored. That's like, what if such and such did such and such, and then such and such was such and such. And that's going to be animated with the actual actors' voices. Hawkeye gets his show fall of 2021. Which is like everybody's least favorite one of the bunch. Yeah, nobody cares about Hawkeye.
I don't care.
Jeremy Renner's like, whatever, man.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner, get out of here. Go do, what's that movie? Go do that remake to Bourne Identity again. Jason Bourne again.
Go do The Town again.
Yeah. He got a song out right now or something.
What?
Yeah, it's called like Heaven Don't Got a Name or something like that.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, man. Shout out Jeremy Renner on the track.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Learn something new every day.
The end of the confirmed dates for Phase 4, November 5th, 2021, is Thor: Love and Thunder, which is bringing back Natalie Portman, and she's gonna be Lady Thor. They went ahead and told that to everybody at the convention. And also,
that's too. I'm hype about that too.
Also, they made a but my choice old girl name, I said I'd look funny half the time. Valkyrie.
Oh yeah.
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but they confirmed that she's since she's the queen now of Asgard, and she's gonna be looking for her queen basically. So they everybody more haters online like it's too many women. Like good grief. But no, that's cool though.
Yeah, that's tight. I like Thor in all the variations, all the Lady Thor, regular Thor, Fat Thor, whatever kind. I like Thor is one of my favorites.
Side note to the Thor thing is that they had got the director back, Waititi, I believe is how you say his name. Yeah, from Ragnarok, Taiki Waititi, which he was supposed to be also directing the Akira live action movie that's supposed to be coming out.
Oh yeah,
but since he's doing Thor, they said they gotta push Akira back. So I don't know why that took precedence, but
yeah, he was like they offered him a nice little
check.
check.
He's like, yeah, man, remember that one thing we talked about? Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold that, bro.
He called him back and he was like, hey y'all,
I'll be sick for about a year.
Man, I done got meningococcal. I ain't even gonna be able to start yet.
Oh man, he said, man, what?
It was like, boop, boop, boop. He
Man.
coughed a few more times and hung up.
You can't even type like you did back in the day with the buttons.
That shit go right to voicemail anyway, so it don't even
Man.
matter. He's sending them right to
This
voicemail.
number is not.
The number you are trying to call.
This
It's no
voicemail is full. So those are all the confirmed dates for Phase 4 of the new MCU lineup. But they did confirm that Fantastic Four is getting worked on. No names are in that yet.
Well, no.
Black Panther 2 is officially confirmed, even though they've already confirmed that. We talked about that's being written. What was I about to say? Captain Marvel 2 is going to be coming out. Something else. But yes, and then they were like, yeah, we didn't have enough, because like in the little video I saw, they were like, yeah, we didn't have enough time to talk about Fantastic Four, and we didn't have enough time to talk about mutants, so, everybody's like, oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
But, and at some point, Spider-Man's gonna come out. I would assume that's going to be in 2021 again, and I say that also because, one, I think that, and two, I guess there's like in the contract with Sony and Marvel or whatever, I saw people talking about, I don't know for sure, but people are saying that it's supposed to come out every 2 years, I guess, this new Spider-Man movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would think so. And if anybody that's seen Far From Home, which we hadn't talked about because you did see that.
Nope, I seen it when I came back. I mean, I seen it before when I was on a trip.
Hold that thought. So I'm thinking that's going to come out. But the big reveal is that Blade is coming back.
Blade.
And everybody's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
But Mahershala Ali, I don't know how to say that. I keep trying.
Letters. There's a lot of like
Mahershala Ali, god damn it. But he's gonna be playing Blade, which anybody knows him from Green Book and some other stuff that
Moonlight.
I can't think of. Yeah, Moonlight.
He was on. Wasn't he on?
When he was on.
He was on Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage is with Cottonmouth.
Yeah,
and I forgot he was
because he won all them Academy Awards for Moonlight.
Yeah, and he won. He was in Spider-Verse as the Uncle
Oh
Aaron,
yeah, mm-hmm.
and something else I think. But yeah, so he's gonna be Blade.
He's a good actor though.
Yeah, I'm not. Some people are like, man, they could have got Wesley Snipes back. I'm like, dude, Wesley Snipes is gonna be old by the time that movie comes out. Like, let's not do this. Like, let's
he
not
already
force it.
old anyways.
And you can always make a cameo or something.
And on top of that, not to mention the fact that he's old, all his money is going to the IRS, I'm assuming. So
I wonder if he ever got
getting
that
paid straight under the table. They giving Wesley Snipes is getting paid straight cash for anything he do. He only accepts cash.
I wonder if he's still owe them or not.
I mean, when you owe money, if you going to jail, usually is the price you pay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the cost, but. Unless you actually have the money, in which case.
What was that movie he came back out with? Brooklyn's Finest or something? Him and who was else in that movie? He had cornrows. I'm like, why Wesley Snipes got cornrows?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Man, it was, oh man,
that was a straight cash movie.
That was like 2009 or something.
Before he went to.
It was after he got.
After he got out.
Yeah, it was. God, who was in that movie? Dang, was it? Yeah, Wesley, Don Cheadle, Ethan Hawke, Richard Gere. Yeah, there's a lot of people in that mug. Was it 2009? Yeah, that's funny. I don't remember what it was about, but yeah.
I don't even know shit, man. Like I said, I'm like, what?
It was one of the movies at the time where everybody like, oh yeah, this mug gonna be horrible, and then it came out and it's like, all right.
Went straight to DVD.
Yeah. And
those checks got cashed before they were handed out.
Like, yeah, man, no refunds. So, before I ask you about how you felt about Spider-Man, which we should have talked about earlier, how do you feel about this Phase 4? I know you say you like the Shang-Chi and Thor and stuff.
Yeah, I'm hype about Shang-Chi. I'm hype about WandaVision. I'm really hype about Doctor Strange because I like Doctor Strange, the character, a lot. And I mean, we talked about that before where I didn't really realize how much I like that. Yeah, I really
you a cool dude.
I really like Doctor Strange, but the whole phase as a whole it's cool to me. I like the direction that they going in and how expansive it is now, like with not just movies, it's
Yeah.
TV shows and even like, cause like when you think about it, all the things that happen in the movies or whatever they continue to do in the show, they can say stuff. It'll just be a little bit, quicker. We can get that information quicker as far as like what's going on in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting 2 years, 3 years with nothing.
So much more options.
Tidbits and rumors and speculation. So I'm hype about that. I'm hype about the whole thing, to be honest, because like I said, it's cool. I don't care about the Falcon or Winter Soldier or whatever, but that's tight too still.
Yeah.
It's tight to have that going on. And even Loki, because I do like Loki. And even like Hawkeye. I'll probably watch that. I don't care about Hawkeye like that, but I'll watch it though.
Yeah.
Just because, like
it's
you
said,
said,
there.
yeah, man, chances are I'm going to have the stupid service anyway, so might as well watch it.
Yeah, and I'm curious. One thing I meant to point out is that Loki is going to take place on that timeline that they made in Endgame, where they lost the Tesseract and stuff in like 2012. Yeah. So it's going to be him doing that new timeline. I'm curious because it's going to come out. Disney Plus is coming out this year. What they said, $7 a month, $8 a month. And I wonder by the time next year when all these shows start coming out, what the price point is going to be. Because you would think that it wouldn't go up too much in the year, depending on what happens.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with that.
Man, Disney got plenty enough money.
Yeah.
That they can do $7. I mean, that just even the fact that they like, no, we keeping the regular cast members. Like, that's gonna take a decent amount of change just to keep them around. So I feel like if you got enough money to make a whole cartoon show with just the voices of the actors, then we can stay at $7. That's all good. Don't even worry about it.
You would hope.
You good.
Yeah, I think right now I'm excited for Blade because I really want to see how that's going to turn out.
That seems super tight to me because, I mean, even just thinking about Old Blade and Wesley Snipes, I mean, those were the whole trilogy is nice to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Blade is a cool character for sure, and he's black, so that's even more tight for me and for you too, I suppose. Unless you just decided all of a sudden you don't like black people.
Yeah.
Which,
well, nah, but
dang, that's how it be though.
I am hype on seeing Shang-Chi, just one, because I don't know anything about the character like that, and two, this is where they're also getting to like more, they're using the other characters, like everybody's like, oh, whatever.
Some new people.
And then, getting in these, doing more with what's going on, with the characters they presented and built the world as, and also Doctor Strange, obviously saying in the title, Multiverse of Madness, that means that, you would assume that means multiverse is actually a real thing this time.
Yeah. And,
what they're going to be able to do in terms of other characters showing up, and even the prospect of how they're going to get mutants in the fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are they going to do that?
Man, thinking back, they always lying. Somebody always lying. Mandarin was fake. The multiverses is fake. Yeah. Somebody always lying, man.
That's crazy.
But it's cool, though, too, like you were saying, because, like, what I know about Shang-Chi is from that run of Domino series comics that I was reading. He popped up in there for a little minute.
That's
he had
funny.
A little cameo in there.
Hey!
And then the What If series, when we had went to Comic-Con that came here that year, I had bought a bunch of those What Ifs, or at least like 4 or 5 What Ifs or whatever. So I wonder if any of the series that they do, will I have any of those?
I would assume. I would think so. There's also D23, the Disney conference is next month in August. So assuming there's going to be more news there for what they didn't talk about. But, we don't know for sure. Nothing's been announced yet. To segue, what did you think about Far From Home, since we didn't talk about that last week for whatever dumb reason?
I think we just kind of brushed over it. But I liked it, though. It was cool. I mean, like, I always say, I like Tom Holland or whatever. I think he's a good Spider-Man. So,
I had a good time watching it. It was cool.
Yeah.
That's probably why we didn't really talk about it, because I don't know. It was just like, all right, I'm about to watch it. And also we watched it when we was on vacation.
Yeah, so it's a different vibe to
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay.
And when it was like, it was on like Thursday, and we was like, okay, what we gonna do? Let's go to the mall. Okay,
Yeah.
let's watch this movie. We ain't got
Yeah.
nothing else to do. Not that, I wouldn't have watched it otherwise, but just like you said, it's just different energy.
Just the space you was in. Okay, I thought I was gonna get a deep dive from you, man.
No, I don't have a deep dive.
Ah,
I mean, I probably would have had a deep dive
More
if we would have talked about it earlier last week. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, did you think, from what you remember, do you like it more than Homecoming, or do you think it's about the same, or nah?
Okay, if I'm comparing it to Homecoming, I don't know. I feel like I liked, because it was the same thing with Homecoming, where it took me a long time to watch it.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it until later on, and when I finally watched it, I was like, damn, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Why didn't I watch this, man? What was going on? So I'll say I think I liked Homecoming better just because it kind of stuck with me more. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of really resonated with that one. And plus, I don't know. In Far From Home, everybody was just like annoying. And not everybody.
Yeah.
But mainly just Peter just being like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
That's what my mom said.
I'm just can I go outside? Everybody wants something from me.
That's what my mom was like, man, I don't like Peter. He a little punk.
He just a little homie. He's still a kid. He don't have it like that.
Yeah.
As far as being a hero, and a lot of stuff done happened for him to be where he is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of death, a lot of stuff around him as a character, being a kid. That's a lot to be putting on the kid. So
yeah.
I liked how they made that like a plot point where it's just like, damn, this dude is only like 15, 16, and saving the world and whatever.
Yeah,
it's
man.
a lot of stress.
It definitely, with the crying he did in Far From Home, it was a little annoying, but it also, like you said, it's like, all right, he's still young.
Yeah,
like,
it makes sense.
And when you go through all the stuff that he's went through in the first couple of years of being Spider-Man, like when he got thrown into Civil War,
Yes.
and then freaking Infinity War stuff, like come on, man.
That was a big. I mean, like you got to think. Technically, he was dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even the fact that he knew he was dying and then came back, like, that's pretty traumatic.
Yeah.
Just like if you were in a coma for like 2 weeks or something. You know what I'm saying? Like to wake up from that and to be like thrown right back into the action. That's
exactly.
a lot. I mean, so I'm not surprised that, it would take a lot. I feel like a super strong person mentally to even be able to handle that kind of stuff.
It's funny is like, spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear spoilers for Far From Home and how they explain things.
We need to get that clip from 21 Jump Street and just insert it anytime we have a spoiler like singing that song.
But, yeah. But, spoiler. The way that they get around, like, talk about what happened with everybody getting dusted, or what they call it, the blipping or something. The blip or the blast. The blink? Something like that. But how, and it's funny because one, they had to do it where the main characters come back because it wouldn't have worked if they didn't. But it's just funny how one, they had to do that for writing purposes or plot work. But I liked how they did it. Like in the beginning of the movie, it's like, well, we got to start school over because they're making us, even though we're technically 5 years older and everybody else we knew was grown and stuff like that.
He's like, my little brother is older than me.
Yeah, like that was pretty funny.
So does that still make, technically, then that you not the big brother no more, right?
I don't know. What if you're like a leap year baby? How's that work?
Hey man,
Ask Ja Rule.
is he a leap year baby? Why we asking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's leap day,
like,
whatever.
Why we ask you that, nigga? What we talking about? Yeah,
I thought you knew that.
Nah, I don't
That's
know
funny.
about that nigga. Except
But
for running through people's money.
Oh man.
Anyway,
shoot. But no, in terms of if I like Far From Home more than Homecoming. I'm asking myself the question, but I think I like Far From Home more a little bit because like I really like Mysterio in this one, but like dude and Michael Keaton as Vulture was really tight.
Yeah,
and it was kind of like the way they did both reveals of them being bad and everything like made sense to each other.
Yeah. And even that's a lot, because that ain't even really Mysterio.
Well, it's Mysterio. It's the way that they did it was just a different way.
I guess. What ifs?
Like, how was he not Mysterio?
I mean, he is. If he is, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't really know Mysterio real name and all that. I only know Mysterio from Scarlet Spider, and he old and retired. So
yeah, like
from the comics, I mean.
Yeah, like in the comics, he was basically the same way. Like he was a theater guy, you know what I'm saying, and you know, flashy and stuff like that. But they just adapted it in a different way. Yeah.
More modern for the times. Yeah, what ifs? I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, but no, I like the villain a lot. I like the them being overseas and having it like, because it was a lot about just being kind of like, we're out here on this kind of vacation that keeps getting messed up, and it was kind of like that stuff was fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, it was definitely like a, you know, we know Mysterio's bad. Like, when are we gonna get to it? And then when they got to it, even though it was gonna happen eventually, even I was like, oh, okay, let's see what they're doing here. And then when he ramped up the level of evil intensity and through the rest of the movie, I was like, oh, okay,
makes sense. Jake Gyllenhaal is a pretty good actor too, or whatever. So that's cool.
Yeah,
he did a pretty good job.
They I definitely liked how, like, the end of it where Peter, you know, he has to come through and get himself together, and he builds the new suit and everything. Like, that shit was tight.
Yeah,
and him, you know, realizing what he has to do.
Yeah, I like how smart Peter is for sure.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that like gets understated a little bit in the new movies. But like, you know, he's smart, but he hasn't really like dealt with it.
Nah, he ain't really. I mean, this is really the first time that he really built
anything and showed his, because he's been relying on Tony so much in a way. But yeah, it's definitely I'm hoping we're gonna see more of him doing that, and even in the future with, you know, connecting to other characters when they do like Fantastic Four, like Reed Richards, and getting to all these other characters that do stuff like that.
Science.
Because the only one they ever really looked to was freaking Tony for stuff, or Bruce, and Bruce half a hoe. So
exactly.
You know, stuff like that. But
shook up, he didn't even want to do math.
Definitely still, I would say I like Far From Home a little better. Spider-Verse is still the best Spider-Man movie though, but I digress.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in the next one. But, you know, the end credit scenes, those definitely like push a lot of things forward in some crazy ways. They also brought dude back as Jay Jonah, so that was tight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
But the whole reveal in the middle credit or end credit or whatever definitely like was tight. Which a lot of people were trying to spoil that early. I'm like, man, you don't spoil that for people. That shit was like crazy. It's like top 3 end credits.
Spoil something.
Man, what was I about to say? I don't really have nothing else to say about it.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it. It was. I mean, like I said, I think I did like Homecoming. I think I did like Homecoming a little better just for, you know, various reasons.
And you know, it's funny you saying that to my buddy Phil. I didn't know he didn't like Homecoming until Far From Home came out. And I was like, why didn't you like Homecoming? Because he's a big fan of Spider-Man 2. And he was like, he said Homecoming to him was like a Disney like TV movie. And I was like, man, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I get why you feel like that, but yeah,
tight.
Homecoming was tight.
Yeah, man.
Especially like I said, because for me, I waited a long time before I ended up watching it. It was on like TV for a couple months until once I was watching it or whatever. So.
Yeah, you know, that's a different thing. I mean, that's what a lot of stuff when you're not worried about what everybody talking about it and stuff. You can just have it in your own space and time.
Yeah, which I might, I'm gonna obviously watch Spider-Man, Far From Home again, and maybe when I watch it in that same capacity, I'll feel differently about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next thing I get on Blu-ray. Since I got Homecoming, I got Spider-Verse on Blu-ray. I guess I gotta get Far From Home. Yeah, I don't think I got more on Marvel stuff, unless you do.
Nah, we can keep it moving, keep it pushing.
So yeah, not too much on this one. Oh yeah, I'll throw this in right now. The Russo brothers, which Avengers and Endgame directors, they did say at San Diego they're developing a adaptation of Gatchaman or Battle of the Planets anime. So that's pretty hype if anybody knows Gatchaman, which is kind of like Power Rangers and like anime and stuff like that. There's a Tatsunoko anime, which they're in the Tatsunoko versus Capcom game, which I wish was not stuck on Wii, but that's another story. Have you seen Gatchaman at all? Or, like any pictures of it?
I don't know none about it.
Yeah, it's
I think I have seen this picture that you got put up. It looks familiar to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's something that you probably just like seen, but we're probably like,
yeah.
Because it's not like they haven't done like a new version that I can recall. There has been some re-releases of stuff, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, but just to throw it out there from this article that I got it from Yukiya Seed. I don't know what the heck that is. It's I don't even know how to talk. Gatchaman is it's gonna be based on the classic Tatsunoko production sci-fi anime series. The original series follows 5 youths, kind of like Power Rangers, who are agents of the International Science Organization in Tokyo as they fight Galactor, a mysterious group that conquered half of the entire world with their superior technology. These 5 are the Gatchaman, humanity's last hope. Yeah, I have like one of their like collections of like anime on DVD, and for some reason I've only watched like a little bit of it. For whatever reason I did that. But yeah, I'm hype about that because I like Gatchaman even though I don't know a lot about it. But yeah, man, moving on. We did talk about the Nintendo Switch Lite last week, I believe it was. When they're like, oh yeah, we got a light version coming out and battery life's gonna be better, but you can't put it on TV. And then a couple of days later, Nintendo's like, hey! So we put a little new processor in our Nintendo Switch, that one you already got. And it's going to be in a red box now. And its battery life's going to be better than the old one and the light. So bye-bye now. $300. Thanks. See you later. So
that's crazy.
Nintendo hit this weird switcheroo and okay, so they come out and talk about the light, which has 3 different color sets. And the battery life for that is better than the regular Switch that we have right now. But, obviously less things to do on this light version. But then they're like, the regular Switch is about to get a processor upgrade. And now they're saying up to 9 hours of battery life on this one, possibly. So it's just like, why would I mess with the light? Unless, I'm really only getting it for a kid and they don't know. And then, yes, the regular Switch in this new revision is going to be $300. But what the hell Nintendo be doing, man?
They crazy. They be stepping on their own toes, boy.
And, and this isn't like a pro thing or anything like that. So it's not like a 2 models or 3 models of Switch on the shelf. This is just replacing the old
models.
So for anybody that's getting a Switch this holiday season, it's only going to be 2 options. It's just going to be a new processor Switch and then a Switch Lite. So yeah, I don't have a reason to get either really.
No, I'll be alright.
But
I'll
yeah,
just plug my shit up like I've been doing.
It's definitely it's just notable that Nintendo is just kind of like, yeah, we can kind of just do this and here you go. But yeah, I don't really have any reason. I guess there was a situation with the processor and the old Switches that people were able to hack them or something like that. Nintendo don't like people fooling with their stuff. So they was like, nah, bruh, we gonna get this up out of here. But yeah, man, I don't got much to say about that. I hope one day Nintendo gets back into we'll put more in the system, but they'll probably never do that.
Yeah, they crazy. Nintendo do what they want to do.
Do what I want to do, say what I want to say. So GameStop, which we've been talking about over the last, months, is, on their last legs. But according to IGN, GameStop to create new store concept, offer retro gaming. So essentially, GameStop is going to try to put out new stores or remodel some of their existing stores, I should say. Mm-hmm. Where some are going to be like E-League stores where people can go and just play like, E-League games or, or just like a game, basically a store for just the people to play just new games, like test out demos. Yeah. And then they're thinking about doing some stores that are like a disc replay or like, hobby, more low key, not low key, but like mom and pop or like I sell old game stores. So they got back into retro game sales like a year or two ago, but now they're going to try to put out some stores that only do retro game sales. And it's like, I guess, you can do that because you're GameStop and I guess you have enough money to still do that. But then it's like all the people that do that already, you're trying to like push them out. Mm-hmm. It's like, what are you doing, GameStop? Man. I'm more interested in the stores that have like maybe I'm not more interested in that, like the E-League stores, because it depends on who's there and then if I get annoyed or not. But yeah, in terms of like the retro game stores, I mean, if they got like stuff that you really like, don't see that often, I'm like, oh, maybe. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man, like, why? I just felt like, what's the point in doing this now?
Yeah, they just trying to hold on, last hope.
I think that ThinkGeek might be closing, but I'm not sure on that. From what I saw the other day, I didn't go into a deep dive look, but I feel like ThinkGeek might be closing, which is just like dumb.
Yeah, that's not cool, but it's cool because all the stuff that they have for sale is gonna be on sale.
So you selfish son of a
bitch. Y'all having troubles, not me. I'm trying to help you, but since you already closing, I'll take whatever the leftover stuff you got.
What how do you feel overall about this GameStop trying to keep themselves afloat with new
I mean, you gotta get it how you live. In my opinion, that's what I always tell them. If that's gonna keep your head above water, and keep some food on your table. You know what I'm saying?
What are they, drug dealers?
Go for it, man. They might as well be, especially the way that they try to get you for trade-ins. Yeah, they might as well be pushing coke.
I've really gone a while without trading a game into GameStop.
I ain't traded in one. I ain't even thought about it really.
I just can't do it no more, especially because I'm buying so much digital stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like, classic games and stuff that you have, and then you be like, damn, I wanted to play that, and then it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you gotta go back and play it. Go back and buy it again, and it's like, nah, man, you're not getting my money. I'm not doing that. No.
Exactly. Now, yeah, because even like with this situation, me buying Pokemon again or whatever, it's like, bruh, like I just can't keep going through this. Like me spending money again on something I should have just kept.
And at that point, you're not even supporting Nintendo and the game. That's Game Exchange getting that money. That's GameStop getting that money. When you buy used games and stuff, so it's not even like you get that like feeling of, oh yeah, I'm supporting my favorite developers and people that are making my favorite games, because you're not. That money is going straight into GameStop's pockets. So it's like, no.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this plays out for GameStop. Like I was telling the wife the other day, I mean, they're really trying to hold out till the next systems come out next year, because that's when they'll get some revenue, I guess. But that's a while from now. I don't got much more to say about that. I really don't have too much more to say about anything, I don't think. Rocko's Modern Life, the movie is what's it called? We Love Rocko. That comes out August 9th on Netflix.
Nice.
And there was a random like thing that came out that like Sanaa Lathan might be playing Catwoman in the Harley Quinn movie, but Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey movie, but I didn't really see like a confirmation of that. I just kept seeing like a couple places saying she said that, but I'm not sure.
That'd be cool. I like her. She was on one of them episodes of the Twilight Zone.
Nathan in Catwoman suit is all I gotta know. But yeah, cool. I'm not exactly sure on that.
She's still looking pretty good.
Woo-wee! Yep.
She was on the Twilight Zone.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, her and that dude from one of the new season of Black Mirror.
I've thought about trying to watch Black Mirror, and I was like, man, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's a Twilight Zone.
Just basically.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's up to date, and it's a lot more like graphic. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have been looking at that.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's not really your cup of tea.
Yeah, man. You know, I say I'm gonna do a lot of different stuff, and then I don't. I did want to give a shout out to I don't want to say a shout out, but more so just condolences to Kyoto Animation Studio in Japan, because some freaking lunatic decided to burn down in the studio out there, and there's about 34 people that died from that.
R.I.P.
So yeah, it's pretty messed up. I just don't understand why people do the stuff that they do sometimes.
Terrorism is crazy.
It's just everywhere, man.
Terrorism does not discriminate.
I didn't want to go on without saying that, cause it on like a selfish. It wasn't even like a mentally like, not meant to. I didn't mean to be selfish about it, but Fire Force comes out on Fridays, and I was like, it didn't come out this last Friday, and I was like, where the hell is it at? And then I looked it up, and people was like, they out of respect for the arson attack, they didn't put Fire Force out. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Like, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, man, it's sad that people gotta die because somebody decided that they don't care about their life no more and stuff like that.
It's messed up.
So yeah, it's pretty trash
for sure.
Yeah, man. So I don't really got much more to say.
No.
Besides, everybody should keep playing video games and
keep playing video games.
Keep loving yourself
and keep listening to Black Nerd Planet.
Yes, definitely do that, man.
Keep coming back.
We ask, and we hope people get to this point in the show every week where we ask you, give us some reviews and comments and follow us and let us know how you feel. If you don't like us, tell us. If you do like us, definitely tell us.
Communication is key, man. Communication.
I know Black Nerd Planet's only 2 people, but
to any healthy relationship, and we want to have a relationship with you.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the audience.
It got a little sensual.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta take it there, man. Sometimes you gotta turn it on 90s R&B style. That's the only way to get through sometimes,
Smooth jazz. It's your boy Marlon Holland
coming to you from the eye of the storm. Right here live. Black Nerd Planet.
I always wanted to have a cool voice like them guys.
Nah, man, forget that.
Yeah,
I'm charming with my looks.
I don't gotta say nothing.
I don't sound like shit. I look like this.
You just know, girl.
My style is... No, I'm just...
Oh, man. You about to start doing some on Def Jam poetry.
My
style is like a river.
Flows. You don't know. What do you know?
Remember Dave Chappelle did that little skit, whatever, like... The day when he did like deaf poetry,
I think I
say
do.
Something stupid.
Yeah, he was like something, and my fingers are black or something like that. Yeah,
he was a fool.
Black people talk like this.
Oh my god,
for sure.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. But I guess we can get on out of here, man. Be on the lookout. We got some stuff cooking.
We cooking. We had a little summer crock pot going on. I know people like, man, y'all sure y'all was cooking?
It's cooking, man. It take a long time, yo. It's a slow
brawl.
It's a crock pot action for sure.
Like your mama used to say.
We got life. We got regular life to live. We ain't just making this podcast. So, although I wish we were, that would be much more fun. But
that definitely would. But are we that lucky? But
Unfortunately,
maybe one day.
Yeah, we gonna get there. We gonna blow up.
If you got advice on us how to get there,
Or if you want to help us get there,
anything helps, man.
like and subscribe.
Little subscriber. But on that note,
Peace.
bye, y'all.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.